Traveling is one of life's greatest joys. It gives us a chance to see new places, taste new foods, and create memories that stay with us forever. For many people, retirement feels like the perfect time to finally explore the world. You no longer have work holding you back, and you finally have the freedom to go wherever your heart desires. But traveling after the age of 70 is not the same as traveling when you were 30 or 40. Our bodies change. Our health needs more attention, and small challenges that were once easy to manage can suddenly become major problems. That doesn't mean you should stop traveling. Far from it. Many seniors in their 70s and even 80s enjoy wonderful trips every year. What it does mean is that you should be more aware, more prepared, and more cautious. The truth is, traveling after 70 comes with risks. These risks are not meant to scare you, but to help you stay safe. If you know what to expect, you can take steps to protect yourself. With the right preparation, your journey can be smoother, safer, and much more enjoyable. In this guide, we will look at 5 important risks that every senior over 70 must know before packing their bags. Each risk comes with simple explanations and real-life examples, along with advice on how to deal with them. Think of it as a friendly conversation, like sitting down with someone who cares about you and wants to make sure you enjoy your travels without unnecessary problems. So, let's begin with the first big risk. Risk 1: health challenges while traveling. Health is the number one concern for seniors who travel. After 70, our bodies don't recover as quickly, and medical issues that might seem small at home can turn serious when you are far away. Imagine having a minor fall in your living room. You know where your doctor is, you can call family, and you're in a familiar environment. Now imagine the same fall happening in a crowded airport overseas, where no one knows you, you don't speak the local language, and you don't know which hospital to go to. The situation instantly becomes more stressful. Common health problems during travel. Heart problems. Traveling can put stress on the heart, especially long flights or high-altitude destinations. Respiratory issues. New climates, air pollution, or even air conditioning in airplanes can trigger breathing difficulties. Joint pain and mobility issues. Walking long distances, standing in lines, or carrying luggage can cause discomfort. Dehydration and exhaustion. Seniors often don't realize how quickly they can become dehydrated, especially in hot climates. Sudden illness. Food poisoning, flu, or infections can happen anywhere and may hit harder at an older age. A real-life example. Take the story of Margaret, a 74-year-old woman who went on a cruise with her friends. She was excited about visiting multiple countries in one trip. On the second day of the cruise, she slipped near the pool and injured her hip. Back home, she had family doctors she trusted, but on the ship, she had to rely on an onboard medical team she didn't know. The pain was worse because she couldn't move around easily, and it turned what was supposed to be a joyful holiday into a stressful experience. This doesn't mean you should avoid cruises or other adventures. It simply means that being prepared for such possibilities can make a big difference. How to prepare for health challenges. Here are a few simple but powerful steps you can take to protect yourself. Consult your doctor before traveling. Have a full health checkup at least 1 month before your trip. Ask your doctor if your planned activities are safe and get advice about any special precautions. Carry medical documents. Keep a copy of your medical history, a list of your medications, and your doctor's contact information. If something happens, This will help foreign doctors understand your condition quickly. Bring enough medication. Always pack extra doses of your regular medicine in case of delays. Carry them in your hand luggage, not your checked suitcase, so they are always with you. Stay hydrated and rest often. Drink water regularly and take breaks. Don't try to fit too much into your schedule. Your body will thank you for going at a slower pace. Get travel insurance with medical coverage. This is very important. Medical treatment abroad can be expensive, and insurance gives you peace of mind. Look for policies that cover emergencies, hospital stays, and even medical evacuation if needed. Why this matters. Ignoring health risks doesn't make them go away. By planning ahead, you give yourself the freedom to enjoy your trip without constant worry. You may not be able to stop every possible problem, but you can reduce the chances and know what to do if something happens. Risk 2, physical strain and fatigue. One of the biggest differences between traveling at 40 and traveling at 70 is the way your body reacts to physical strain. When you are younger, you can run through airports, carry heavy luggage, climb stairs, or walk for hours on sightseeing tours without giving it much thought. But after 70, the body has different limits. Muscles get tired more quickly, bones may not be as strong, and energy takes longer to return once it's drained. Traveling can be physically demanding. Even if you plan what looks like a relaxed trip, think about it for a moment. You might have to sit for long hours on a plane, walk through large airports, carry or roll your suitcase, stand in long security lines, climb in and out of buses or taxis, or spend hours on your feet exploring a city. Each of these things can take more energy than expected. Why fatigue is riskier after 70. Fatigue in younger years often meant just feeling tired. You could rest for a night and bounce back the next day. But for seniors, exhaustion can trigger bigger problems. Falls and injuries. Tired muscles make it easier to lose balance, increasing the risk of falling. Weaker immunity. Being worn out makes your body more vulnerable to colds, flu, and infections. Slower recovery. If you push too hard, it might take days instead of hours to regain your strength. Increased stress. Constant tiredness can make even small inconveniences feel overwhelming, turning your dream trip into something stressful. A story to think about. Let's take the example of Robert, a 72-year-old man who flew from the United States to Europe for a 2-week trip. He had always been active, so he thought he could handle long days of walking tours and sightseeing. On the second day, he joined a city tour that lasted almost 8 hours, with very few breaks. By the end of the day, his legs were aching and he felt completely drained. The next morning, instead of enjoying his trip, he was stuck in bed with swollen knees and a bad headache. Robert realized that even though he still felt young at heart, his body simply couldn't handle the same pace as before. If he had paced himself better and allowed for rest, he could have enjoyed more of his trip instead of losing days to recovery. Why this matters. Many seniors underestimate how much energy travel requires. The joy of traveling doesn't come from doing everything, but from truly enjoying experiences you choose. By pacing yourself, respecting your body's limits, and making rest a priority, you'll have more strength to create lasting memories. Travel is supposed to bring happiness, not exhaustion. By planning for your energy as carefully as you plan your itinerary, you can turn every trip into a safe and enjoyable adventure. Risk 3. Safety and security concerns. When people imagine travel, they often picture exciting adventures, beautiful views, and happy memories. And yes, travel can give you all of these. But it's important to also think about safety. For seniors over 70, safety and security become bigger concerns than when you were younger, not because seniors are weak or helpless, but because criminals and tricky situations can sometimes target older travelers more easily. Safety risks for seniors aren't just about crime. They also include accidents, confusion in unfamiliar places, or getting lost. Knowing these risks in advance means you can protect yourself and avoid problems before they happen. Why seniors can be more vulnerable. Let's face it, thieves and scammers often see seniors as easier targets. They may assume older travelers are carrying cash, moving more slowly, or less familiar with modern scams. Seniors may also be more trusting, which makes them more likely to fall for dishonest tricks. In addition, physical safety is another concern. Something as simple as tripping on a cobblestone street, slipping in the shower of a hotel, or losing balance while stepping off a bus can cause injuries. What might have been a minor fall years ago could now result in a broken bone or a hospital visit. Real-life example. Consider the story of Helen and George, a retired couple in their early 70s who traveled to a busy city in South America. One afternoon, they decided to explore a local market. The place was crowded, full of colors, sounds, and excitement. While they were enjoying themselves, a pickpocket managed to slip George's wallet out of his pocket. They only realized it when they tried to pay for a taxi later. Not only did they lose money, but they also lost credit cards and important identification. The stress of replacing these items and the fear of being stranded without money took away the joy of their trip. This situation can happen to anyone, but it shows how easily seniors can be caught off guard in busy, unfamiliar environments. Common safety and security risks for seniors. Here are some of the most common dangers seniors face while traveling. Pickpocketing and scams. Crowded tourist areas often attract thieves. Luggage theft. Bags left unattended, even for a moment, can disappear. Confusion in unfamiliar places. Language barriers or complicated transport systems can make it easy to get lost. Falls and injuries. Slippery hotel bathrooms, uneven sidewalks, or steep stairs are risky. Emergency situations. Not knowing where to go or who to call in case of trouble adds extra stress. Why this matters. Safety doesn't mean you should avoid adventure. It simply means being smart and prepared. By staying alert, securing your belongings, and knowing what to do in case of an emergency, you can protect yourself from unnecessary stress. Remember, a safe traveler is a happy traveler. When you feel confident that you are secure, you can relax more, enjoy yourself fully, and focus on the beauty of your journey. Risk for medication and medical care abroad. For many seniors, medication is part of daily life. High blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, heart conditions. These are common health issues after 70, and they often require regular treatment. At home, you know where your pharmacy is. You trust your doctor, and everything feels familiar. But when you travel, even the simplest medical routine can suddenly become complicated. Why medication can be a challenge abroad. Travel brings new environments, but it also brings new rules, new languages, and sometimes limited access to what you need. Here are a few common challenges seniors face with medication while traveling. Running out of medicine, a flight delay, lost luggage, or simply underestimating how much you'll need can leave you without your prescriptions. Different drug names. Medications you take at home may have a different brand name in another country, making it hard to find replacements. Restricted medicines. Some countries don't allow certain drugs, even if they are common where you live. Carrying them could cause delays at customs. Language barriers. Try to explain your condition or prescription in a foreign language can be stressful and risky. Unfamiliar healthcare systems. You may not know where to go for medical help, how much it will cost, or if your insurance covers it. A real-life example. Let's imagine John, a 75-year-old man from Canada. He takes daily medication for his heart. On a trip to Asia, his suitcase was delayed and his extra medicine was inside it. For 2 days, he had no access to his pills. When he went to a local pharmacy, the staff struggled to understand what he needed because the drug had a different name in their country. It took phone calls, internet searches, and finally a hospital visit before he could get the right prescription. Those 2 stressful days could have been avoided with better preparation. Risk 5. Emotional stress and travel anxiety. When we think about travel risks, most people imagine physical health problems or safety concerns. But another risk, often overlooked, is emotional stress. After 70, travel can sometimes feel overwhelming, not because you aren't capable, but because new environments, unfamiliar routines, and unexpected challenges can take a bigger emotional toll. Travel should bring joy, curiosity, and excitement, but it can also bring feelings of worry, confusion, or even loneliness. Recognizing this risk is important because mental and emotional well-being affects physical health, too. Stress can lead to higher blood pressure, sleep problems, and reduced immunity, making you more vulnerable to illness. Why emotional stress is more common after 70. Several factors make seniors more prone to travel-related anxiety. Fear of the unknown, new countries, new languages, and unfamiliar systems can create worry. Technology changes. Online tickets, mobile apps, and digital maps may feel confusing. Loneliness. Traveling alone or even with others can sometimes feel isolating if you're far from home. Unexpected changes, flight delays, misconnections, or lost luggage can feel more stressful when your energy and patience are lower. Health worries. Concerns about getting sick or needing medical help far from home can weigh heavily on the mind. A real-life example. Think of Susan, a 73-year-old widow who decided to take her first solo trip abroad. She was excited at first, but once she arrived, she felt overwhelmed. The signs were in a language she couldn't read. Her phone navigation wasn't working, and she felt nervous about asking strangers for help. Instead of enjoying her trip, she spent the first few days anxious and homesick. Susan's story shows that emotional challenges are just as real as physical ones. With the right mindset and preparation, though, she could have turned her fear into confidence. Why this matters. Your emotional health is just as important as your physical health. If you feel calm, confident, and supported, your trip will feel smoother and more enjoyable. Stress can turn even the most beautiful trip into a burden. But with preparation and the right mindset, you can travel with peace of mind. Conclusion and recap. Traveling after 70 is not only possible, it can be one of the most rewarding experiences of your life. With retirement comes a freedom to finally see the places you've dreamed of, spend more time with loved ones, and enjoy new cultures at your own pace. But it's also important to remember that traveling at this stage of life comes with unique challenges. We've looked at 5 major risks seniors face when traveling after 70. Health challenges while traveling, illness, sudden injuries, or ongoing conditions can feel more complicated abroad. But with preparation and medical documents, you can stay safe and confident. Physical strain and fatigue. Long flights, heavy luggage, and packed schedules can drain energy, but pacing yourself, traveling light, and respecting your body's limits can keep you strong. Safety and security concerns. Pickpockets, scams, and accidents are real risks, but awareness, secure habits, and simple precautions can protect you. Medication and medical care abroad. Running out of prescriptions or navigating foreign health care can be stressful, but carrying extra medicine, using original packaging, and having insurance makes a world of difference. Emotional stress and travel anxiety. Loneliness, confusion, or worry can affect your joy, but staying connected, planning ahead, and traveling at your own pace help you feel calm and happy. Each of these risks is real, but none of them should stop you from traveling. The goal is not to avoid adventure, but to prepare for it. When you know what challenges might arise, you can handle them with confidence. Instead of being caught by surprise, you'll already have a plan. A final thought. Think of travel like a journey at sea. The waves may be stronger at times. The winds may be unpredictable. But with the right boat and preparation, you can sail safely. At 70 and beyond, your boat is wisdom, patience, and experience. You have lived through challenges, learned resilience, and discovered what truly matters. Travel is simply another opportunity to use those strengths. So don't let fear hold you back. Let caution guide you, but let joy lead the way. Go slowly, prepare wisely, and embrace the beauty of new places and experiences. After all, travel is not about how many sights you see. It's about the memories you create, the laughter you share, and the peace you feel knowing you lived life fully. Safe travels, and may every journey bring you health, happiness, and unforgettable moments.